Hey everybody, Bill Stout with BillStoutSellsCars.com at Scholfield Hyundai West, and I want to show you one of the most economical cars on the road today, an absolutely stunning value, the 2015 Hyundai Elantra. Let's take a closer look at a Limited. Hey, if you're like me, when you hear the words compact car, the first thing that comes to mind is not interior room. Well, that's not true with Elantra. And the other thing that comes to mind for me is a lack of equipment, also not true with Elantra. This Limited, with everything, including features you probably don't expect in its class, stickers out at $25,035. But the great news is if you don't need all of this equipment, you can get into a GLS with the basic options for under 20 grand. Now on this Limited, we've got some crazy features, including a blind spot mirror and LEDs on the outside of the mirror for the turn signals, so people coming from the other way know what you're planning to do. Nice alloy wheels with a really sporty finish, belt line with the chrome strip which really sets off the car, as well as chrome handles, a power sunroof, and then push button entry with proximity smart key, so you never have to worry about starting the car with a key again. There is plenty of space in this car. Let's take a look at the inside. Hey, for you small people, congratulations. But for us larger people, shall we say full-size people, this is one of the most comfortable cabins you're going to find in a small car. I've got plenty of room. In fact, I can actually move forward. Oh, it's a power seat. Power driver's seat is standard in the Limited with power lumbar. Now in the GLS, you're going to get, or correction, the SE, you're going to get a manual operated seat, but it still goes up and down, so you can make plenty of space. On the inside, like I told you before, it is a proximity key car in the Limited, so all you have to do to start the car is simply push the ignition button. The display here in the center will give you everything, including your Hyundai Blue Link, which is your telecommatic service like OnStar or some of the others on the market. It also has a navigation system with a backup camera, and the SE model has an available backup camera as well, so you don't have to sacrifice seeing behind you just because you're not getting heated leather seats. Oh yeah, these are heated leather seats. 2 levels of heat on both sides, dual zone climate control that's automatic. So just like your thermostat at home, you can simply set the temperature to what you want it to be, and the car will maintain it for you. This is an automatic dimming mirror with the touchscreen navigation system, including your phone system. So you can pair your phone through Bluetooth to make and receive calls, and even play your music wirelessly. So if you got a bunch of MP3 files on your phone, not a problem. You can plug into the USB or the auxiliary port, or you can just connect to Bluetooth and just listen to what you want to. It also has voice activation, so you can make and receive calls, and you can dial your friends and family by simply saying the name of the person you want to call that's in your phone book. You can also change the radio station with the voice activation system, and make changes to your navigation. There's cruise control, drive mode, so you can change between a sporty feel, a softer, more comfortable feel in the steering wheel with more room, or a normal drive mode. Automatic headlamps. It is a tilt and telescope wheel, so you can put this wherever it feels most comfortable to you. Volume and radio controls over here on the left, and a driver information center that'll tell you everything going on with the car. There's a power outlet down here, a standard 12-volt connection, as well as a center armrest that slides forward, and a center console that you can put everything into you can possibly imagine. The room in this car is really surprising. It's a comfortable seat that you can actually sit back in, and it does have 6 airbags as standard safety equipment. So you've got side head curtain, side impact, and dual stage front airbags. There's a clock display and an outside temperature display, and your gauges are really easy to read. Let's take a look at the space in the back seat. Okay, so this is the back seat. Now, those of you who've seen my 2015 Sonata review realize this is a smaller car. But even so, it's not terrible. I mean, there's still plenty of space back here. I have the seat as far back as I was sitting as though I were driving the car, and I can still sit up fairly comfortably. In fact, there is an armrest back here, so your passengers can be comfortable and even have their own drinks in the cup holders. Now, is it a huge back seat? No. But it's bigger than anything else in the compact class by far. There's plenty of room for adults to sit back here, and more than enough room for your kids to sit in the back seat. The back seats are heated, Now that is something you're just not going to find in anybody's competitive car in this class. Heated back seats on a compact car is almost unheard of. But in the Elantra, in a Limited, there's standard equipment. Now in the SE, you're not going to have that, but it's not like you really need them if you're not buying all the extras anyway. Again, tremendous value, and I forgot to mention it gets almost 40 miles to the gallon. And that's where the big thing comes in with Elantra, is the economy in this car. Let's take a look at something else that might surprise you, how much room is in the trunk. The biggest complaints about compact cars is that there's not enough room for people and cargo. Well, rest assured that's not the case with Elantra. In fact, the trunk space in here is surprising. There is a ton of room in this trunk. In fact, you can even lay both of these seats down and make even more room if you need to. There's a release button right here on the latch to open it when you have the smart key at the back, or you can push the button, or there's a release up front. Also the backup camera. Now under the floor there's no spare tire, but there is an emergency inflation kit, and it does come with 5 years of free roadside assistance, no matter how many miles you put on the car. Most people don't use the spare tire anyway. A kit is available if you want one, but there's plenty of storage space in there too. This trunk is so big, I can actually get inside of it. Now, I'm not telling you it's something I want to do, but it's something I can do. And if you come buy one from me and you want me to get in the trunk, if that's what it takes to sell you a car, I'll do it. Let's take a look at some of the technology in the car. When it comes to technology, Hyundai takes a break from the mundane. In fact, Elantra is equipped with more technology than anything I've ever seen in a small car. I showed you the USB and the auxiliary port, or talked about it earlier. Heated seats, dual zone climate control, steering wheel radio controls, cruise control, driver information, adjustable drive mode, Bluetooth audio and Bluetooth for your telephone, as well as the voice command. Power locks, windows, keyless entry, content theft alarm, never to forget the smart key, Blue Link, and then of course the navigation and touchscreen. And when I say touchscreen, the entire screen is a touchscreen. So you can operate just about anything from there. If you push the radio button, you can actually change the radio station by dragging your finger across it, or by pushing the one that you've pre-programmed. There's also an auto store option, so you can store all of the local stations without having to go searching for them. You can search by type of music. You have Sirius XM satellite radio free for 90 days, and Blue Link for up to a year. Media control, which will connect to your USB, your auxiliary, your Blue Link, or a CD. Yes, there is a CD player. The phone button up here, and of course your map button and route and destination options. The technology in this car is fascinating. When you come in to look at one, I'm going to go through everything with you. Don't be afraid of technology. And again, if you don't need all this stuff, Elantra is available without it. You don't have to get the sunroof. You can even get a Limited without a sunroof now, which is a first in this segment for Hyundai. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you soon at Scholfield Hyundai West. Check me out online at BillStoutSellsCars.com. If you have questions about a specific vehicle, if there's something that you've wondered about on any particular car, or you'd like a particular video made, just send me an email. I'm glad to put one together for you. Have a great day. Come buy a car.